We're so appreciative of the love and support that you all give us. Thank you so very much for helping us reach 100 subscribers. See, we do need your help still to keep climbing. So keep sharing, keep liking, and you already subscribed.
Make sure you hit the bell for notifications when we upload.
I didn't know that was two separate things.
Yeah, it's a little. Alright. We're talking about the steps we took before purchasing our RV. Starting from the planning up until today. Our plan was to transform from bricks to living on wheels.
From bricks?
Yeah, bricks.
To wheels?
Yeah.
I guess we're on wheels. How many wheels do we have?
Feels like 6.
You can't feel wheels.
Ugh.
Anyway. Definitely gotta do that again. Hopefully, this video will help those looking to purchase an RV for the first time or someone who's getting started with the lifestyle.
Let's go.
Hopefully you like it even if you're not and you just care about what we're doing. Oh, me. So, let's get right into it. The first thing where we started was start with what you already have. If you have a car, a truck, a van, a bike, your own insurance, start with what you have. Research what it can tow, if your insurance will cover a vehicle like this or cover you living in full time, stuff like that. And if you plan on purchasing a whole new thing, start with your budget, which brings us to number
2, set a budget, then divide it. Well, we divided our budget into 4 little things. 1, what's this one? What does it say? No, it's us. It says words. Down payment, closing, purchasing price, emergencies, money in hand, and a moving cost.
The tip for this one is to check your credit before you start this stage. Use a free avenue. There's a ton of different websites. Make sure you credit check them. Not credit check, but fact check them to make sure they're legit. But excellent credit is between $750 and up, and good credit is between $700 and $749. If you're buying a vehicle in addition to your RV, you may need to start with splitting your budget 5 ways. For us personally, we traded in 2 vehicles and got the pickup truck, so we put money back into our budget. I love money back in my budget, but if you're gonna buy everything like the entire rig, I recommend you starting with figuring out what kind of RV you want. Then you'll know what you need inside of a vehicle. The tip is, do not forget to calculate the maintenance on your new vehicle and on your RV.
Step number 3, write down your must-haves that you're going, whatever you're going to buy. Here's our list. After you have a ballpark of what you're looking for, you have to start looking at the price tag to see what comes with those accoutrements.
And that's why we set the budget so early. It was to keep our eyes on our priorities and not get caught up on all the little flashy things. In the beginning, don't limit your searches to what you think you need. Find out what's out there first. You may need to increase your budget or decrease your wants. Be flexible with what you think you need. Shop around, get some ideas, mix things up. You will have a much better idea of what's available in the RV world and what will work for you. But make sure it's not out of your price range when you're looking at things.
Now that you have an idea and a way that you want to go, you can start doing your research on what type of RV you would like. Checking out RV videos, trailer picking, 1, 2, 3. Especially episode 2. RVs come in many shapes and sizes, trim levels, height, holding tanks, non-holding tanks, the layout. But make sure you focus on things that can't easily be changed with a different trim level or upgraded later on. Tip, include in your research visiting RVs in person. Touch it, feel it, poke it.
You can rent RVs, or you can ask your buddies to let you walk around theirs.
Yeah, you really want to know if this is the life for you.
We had a tough go finding a trailer that matched our must-haves, mostly because of my big old thickety thick 6'5" still growing Ty. He wanted something that was bigger than the average size.
No, I didn't want any of those light trailers. Those light trailers are little small Matchbox cars. But I can put my hand on top and go vroom, 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 vroom.
No.
A lot of things can be changed to your RV. Just ask your dealership or your local shop that works on the RVs.
Or you can YouTube it. Number 5, you can choose your upgrades. If you like an RV that doesn't have everything you're looking for, like a hotspot, dishwasher, washer and dryer, Mercerator, those kinds of things, it's a good idea to revisit steps 2 and 3, because you may be able to buy something that has a lower price and then add those things in later. Or you might want to increase your budget and then buy something that already has those things in it. But it's a personal decision, and that's between you and your pocketbook or wallet.
Yes. Or Venmo.
Venmo?
Yeah.
Oh, your Bitcoin.
Some upgrades will just make your life easier or make you feel more at home.
But you definitely need to get you some stuff to help your chores go a little bit easier, make your RV life that much smoother.
True.
Number 6, by now, there's something out there that's caught your eye. Now you start to recognize your style and how you want to have your RV look, so to speak. So start comparing prices in dealership. My personal tip is to start looking in different areas, maybe out of state. It's kind of like when in one city milk costs more than it does in another city.
How much does milk cost?
$3.15 plus tax.
See, that's why I switched to almond.
That costs more.
No, it's a case of it. It's a case.
Okay.
True. For us, we plan on visiting a whole bunch of RVs, dealerships. Only way we was able to get in contact with the dealerships were by phone or email. But Toya, in her research skills, she found a dealership that was open and was trying to move all their stock.
We planned on boondocking.
Oh, snap! Boondocking? That sounds like a good video. If this video gets 100 likes, we'll do a boondocking video.
We're probably gonna do a boondocking video anyway.
Don't tell them that. If this video gets 100 likes, I'll shave my head.
Ooh. Step number 7, financing.
Financing. If you're not paying with what they say, liquid money or money that's in your pocket or in your bank account, you're going to have to start the loan process. Talk to different banks or even your own credit union. But sometimes the dealership may have their own bank or credit union that they work with often. You may get the best deal there. But make sure you have your pre-qualifying letter.
The tip for this one is avoid repeated hits on your credit. What you can do is ask the bank for their credit approval tier. They can say between this number and that number. Then you can also ask what's their criteria. And then you can make sure or try to meet that criteria before they actually run your credit.
Yeah.
You can get one free credit report from the bureau, each bureau, without actually getting a ding on your credit. So if you do those, then you'll be able to know where you stand and if you meet up to the criteria of those banks. Now, once you get your credit from the bureau, make it count. Get the information to all the banks at the same time.
The benefit is that you can compare the APR that they may have, other stipulations. If it's agreeable with more than one bank, now you're at the point where you need to run your credit. That credit check shows up after you've already got approved by one of the banks. So it's not as many as hits.
Mm-hmm.
You also need to find somewhere to bring your new baby home.
Shining.
Tip: try staying in your new RV for a few nights right away to make sure everything is right. And don't forget to plan your route accordingly. You're big now. You're big.
Yeah, some of the streets that you drove to go pick up your RV, you can't fit on anymore. By now, you've already been talking with different salespersons at the dealerships that have or carry your trailer. Now, when you go in, I want you to walk in that dealership like a boss. This is why we take so many steps. With or without a pre-qual letter, you are still equipped. You know why you can walk in there with confidence? Because you have all your ducks in a row. You've talked to the different banks. You've got the copy of your credit report. You know what you want. You know what it's worth. And you know your net worth. Now, I say your net worth because you are not worth the amount of money you have. You are worth way more. You are a special somebody. And with your boss hand out, you go in there and you haggle. Even if the dealership you're at has the best price in town and they can't even drop the price any lower because of MSRP or however it is, you can still ask for incentives. You say, I want a water pressure connector. I want
jack pads, dog bones. They always got something in the back, even if it's just a hat with the dealership logo on it. I want that too. What you have for lunch? I want that too. Get me your lunch out the refrigerator. That sounds like a great new video.
You can ask for anything that's going to help you kick off your RV life much easier.
Sounds like a good video.
Everything sounds like a good video.
Yeah. Ask all the questions you want. Be like that little annoying kid, like, what about this? How does this work? But why? Oh yeah, how? Why? How? Why? What? How? Ask all those questions and ask for there's a night person that you can call because you're going to have a lot more questions.
Where are you going to put it? Right there? Okay. There's a few X's here because we did not accomplish these things. Now,
these are our simple 10 steps. They're simple but detailed. They didn't all happen in order, but we did plan for them. But what we didn't plan for was the lengthy process of purchasing the RV with the bank.
The paperwork was so ridiculously slow. Oh my goodness.
Everything had to be hand mailed. There was no email.
Hand mail? Okay.
Yeah, like
I get it.
envelope mail with my hands. Then in the last minute, the dealership, they try to flip the script and try to get us to sign a waiver to drive the trailer away, or add additional upgrades to our truck from them.
Now, let me tell you, we had already paid for upgrades. We paid for a weight distribution hitch, paid for the trailer. We signed all the paperwork, taxes, tags. We did everything. We even lost money we spent for the RV park because of all the back and forth. I didn't even mention that we drove 11 hours through a thunderstorm to get there according to the dealership's timetable, just for them to tell us that we can't drive our dollar RV off the lot. They already had put us through all of this rigmarole. We had already started unloading the pickup truck. The boxes that you saw in the back of our truck were inside the trailer, and then they're gonna come at me with a sign this waiver. But I'm not mad.
Nope, you're not mad.
I'm not mad.
But while all that was happening, I called a brother who had been RVing for years, and he helped us see through all their trickery.
Get yourself some RV friends. I don't care if it's a mentor, a Facebook group, a Good Sam membership, which actually came in clutch. Thank you very much for buying that for us.
Obi-Wan Kenobi of RVs.
Yeah, have some people in your corner that can help you get through some things. At the very least, somebody that's going to pray for you and say, girl, breathe. Well, say breathe. It'll be all right.
What else did we plan for? Oh, the bugs.
The bugs were crazy. I don't know what video it was, but we showed you some of it. The bugs were out of control. And then we got a spider, and there went the bug. And even though this was a brand new trailer, there was some stuff that malfunctioned. Some stuff fell apart. RVs are real nice. But don't hold them to house standards just because they're new.
Yeah, and do yourself a favor. When it comes to buying hoses, water hoses, or sewer hoses, buy qualities. We bought some that were mid-grade, and they broke in horrible times.
Yeah, at the worst times. Speaking of those hoses, it might sound stupid, but we didn't think about the distance from where we hook up on our RV to the supply lines at the RV park, because the distances are different, and they sell hoses in what, 10, 20, 40. Yeah, pretty sure.
Yeah.
But the hookup spots would be like 60. Who does that? That don't make sense. Anyway.
So, in this video, all our processes, did we succeed or fail?
I think we did it. We did everything on our little list. And I like our trailer. I love it.
Yep. You know what? It works for me. It works for me. It works for me. It works.
And Bobby Brown voice.
Bobby Brown.
It works. It works for me. It works. Yeah, that.
Now that we're more comfortable and the honeymoon stage is over, we're tossing around the idea of extending.
Oh wait, I think the camera's dying.
Wait, no, get the plug. Get the
No,
plug.
no.
Sorry.
No worries.
No. Push me.
Ew. Don't touch me. Come on.
I'm hungry.
Start with a rare.
She'll never feed me. We're talking about the step suite. That's unhand me, madam.
We had a problem with our
Why did
propane.
the plane land on the football field?
That's the Alexa.
Just
Don't mind
for a
that.
touchdown.
Ah.
If I had hands, I would gladly help.
Well, guess that's the end of this video because Alexa says we gotta do the dishes.